Tuck. This is a good boy, baby Tuck. Or he's looking over there. Come here, you want your spot, bud? Come here, Tuck. Come here to me. Want over here? Want a prime spot? Tuck. Tucker. Tuck, you want over here? He said, Mom. I'm not in the mood, Mom. Leave us alone. I'm getting belly rubs, Mom. Hi, Bino. Just now, Marge. Bino just now woke up, Marge. Your sleepy face. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I call today's talk GotchYa Day because yesterday was Tucker's GotchYa Day. We got him. It came up on my Facebook memories 11 years ago. That's what the thumbnail picture is. There's a picture of baby Tuck on my lap. And I hadn't decided on a name yet. And I even saw the whole thread of the conversation between my ex before we even dated. I think that might have been how it kind of we started hanging out anyway. Gosh, so lifetimes. How do people only live one lifetime? I've lived so many lives in 48 years, just lifetimes. Anyway, so Tucker's my puppy mill boy. He came into rescue at 6 months old from a puppy mill that the USDA closed down in St. Louis, in Missouri, in Missouri. And he came into rescue at BBRH, the Basset Beagle Rescue of the Heartland in Omaha. And he's a good boy. He just had a dental. There's a cat biting on my toe right now. That's a first. Doing a talk and a cat starts biting on my toe. Well, it's just kind of funny because, I mean, he's done it but when I was barefoot before. But I got socks on. Why are you doing that? He said, I'm playing with you. I'm getting your toes and you just have to stand there and take my Ow! He's like, now I got you with my death mittens. Meet my death mittens, Mom. What's he doing? He's goofy, Tango. Anyway, so 11 years. He's lived a lot of lifetime in that 11 years, huh, Tuck? So he's pretty healthy for an old man. He's pretty healthy and his teeth look great. They're really nice to him at the veterinarian that I take him to. It's expensive as hell. Holy shit. Last year it was like $350, and this year it was like $200. It was like $575 or something like that. I was just like, as long as the card keeps working when I swipe it, I don't even care, man. Just keep working. Just keep working, because that's how I think it. I don't even think. I feel like if I'm a good person, that whatever I need, whenever I go to swipe that card, it's gonna be there, as long as it's not like exuberant, you know. It's not, as long as I'm not like, as long as I'm living within my means, you know. And I'm doing pretty good about that. I'm seeing around, though, the collective energy is really kind of freaking weird, man. I'm just, all day is just, I feel like all this fluid energy, this like swimming in butter, warm butter or something like that, soft butter. Just can't, all day long. It was in the clouds, or really, I even got a video of this one. I was trying to hold the camera steady as long as I could. I was walking Benny, and that's not possible. Because he freaking pulls me along, man. He's a jerky jerkerton when we're walking. Oh, baby Tuck. Here are the babies today. One of them, with the one that the little face is right by her head, its eyes opening. They were born, I believe, 2 weeks ago today. Wait. When was Easter? A week ago. They're a week old, Ma. These little babies, and I don't know, like the mom wants to go outside. I'm like, no, you're not going outside. Tango is gonna go up on the ladder. You're not going outside. That's why I carry this ladder, because it's Stanley's like cat tree, and then these cats all like it too. So, and where else are you gonna find a ladder like that? It's a pretty freaking hardy ladder. I got cats climbing all over the place. Oh my god. So evidently the shelter here in town, I'm going to go scope it out. I'm going to go see it. The word is the shelter is good about turning over cats. They're good about adopting cats out over euthanasia or anything like that kind of thing. And a lot of people are into cat rescue around here. So once they're ready to go, I think they're going to go to the shelter. And then Mom's going to get spayed. And then, yeah, we'll just go on with things. Just more stuff to deal with. But anyway, in regard to the collective consciousness, there's just a lot. Like, I noticed Zach was so manicky today. He's just on a pink cloud. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the guy, man. He's found his he got to meet his support. He got to meet the people that believe in him, and it filled his cup, you know, and it'll help him keep going. He's already got big plans to do other stuff all over the place, you know. I just see more and more like pockets, people like getting together with their like, you know. That just leaves a whole lot of people still looking for their like, you know what I mean? It's like all these doors are just all the spiritual bypassing and stuff that's going on in the world, you know? Because you can't show any shadow aspects at all. Because God forbid you show any kind of like humanity, you know, emotion or anger or aggression or anything like that. And because most people, they don't know how to control it. Right? They don't know how to just express it. But I've been learning my whole life how to express my feelings and emotions and controlling my feelings and emotions. And if you look around in your own environment, look around at all the people that don't control their feelings and their emotions. Look at all the people. Look at everywhere you look. There's people that don't control themselves, that they don't have the pause. Whether it's in their diet, whether it's in their consumption of alcohol, consumption of cannabis, now that that's becoming more and more, you know, it's finally happening. When I was a teenager, you know, we're talking about, I looked ahead when I was in my 40s and 50s, you know, that all the people that were adamantly against it, the government was never adamantly against marijuana. They were just growing it their own and didn't want to share with everybody else. That's always their game, man. The stuff that they do behind closed doors is just, I mean, people can't comprehend it. They don't. So today was one of those collective consciousness days where people are getting more and more fluid, and I'm seeing it in social media. It always begs, that question always comes up, it frequently comes up in my mind, is, does society make things happen because if they see it on a paper for a minute, there's a belief that there's a possibility of a belief system there in that, and the more people that focus on that, for, you know, even if it's just a spike of energy of recognition, is that how we're creating reality? Or are people just guessing what's happened next? Which way does that go? Which way does that go? I wonder. So, more, it's like a story I heard about the clocks lining up. I think it was Rick Levine, but I also heard Rick Levine tell a story, but I've also heard that same story that I've heard Rick Levine tell on an episode of Northern Exposure, and Rick Levine lives in Roswell, Washington, where the show Northern Exposure was recorded. So, I don't know if I don't know. The clock story about how the clockmaker would wind up all the... It's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of a dumb story. I mean, why would a guy go around and wind up 100 clock? I mean, he works in a clock store. Before you go to bed, you're going to wind up all the clocks before you leave? Why don't you do it right when you get there? Anyway, Marge, don't overthink it. That's what I do. I overthink everything. I'm a thinker. So he winds up all the clocks, and then he goes home. And then he comes back in the next morning, and all the clocks are tick-tocking the same. They're all in sync. Well, at some point, collective conscious people reach this. And we all have the same thoughts. We all, you know, and a lot of people that like to dabble in their contrary. So like straight edges in horror movies, you know. Okay, that's kind of a stretch. What the fuck was that? I'm talking about people with like broader spectrums, and people are very limited in scope in society. I see it everywhere. Everywhere I go out in places, you know, and I'll engage in conversation with somebody, you know, and I'm like a fictional character to them. Yeah. Well, I'll call them the alumni squad. The alumni squad. They're the alumni of something. And they've been in that venue, to that venue, and those venues. I call them the plastic people, the plastics. The narrow in scope. Yeah. So today was a pretty it was just a really fluid, liquidy, woo-woo day. And I even got a little video. This was a trip. This is the video that I was trying to hold still. If you could see, there's a strip of clouds here. These strip of clouds were heading east in a one solid stripe. And then these clouds were heading south at the same time. I was trying so hard to hold still, and I was doing pretty okay, and then Benny was like, "Let's go this way!" And I lost it. But that whole, it was like a sheet. It was like, it was a trip, because you could see the texture on it. I wonder it kind of, and it was just, it was all moving. It looked like the underside of a UFO. It was a trip. And I live in New Mexico. I listened to a talk that my friend sent to me today about this place, you know. And the people that live here, the mythology and stuff like that. Everywhere I've lived, I live in the Pacific Northwest, people would talk about Sasquatch. And here that's Sasquatch. You know, and the thing of it is I believe that these things exist in people that are of a certain vibrational frequency. They'll tune in, and they're the ones that you'll be sitting on a rock, taking a freaking, you know, fixing your sock, sitting on a rock, and old Sasquatch will be cruising by and be like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, dude, how you doing? Hey, want some of my granola bar?" You know, kind of thing. You got any stories you want to tell me? That kind of thing, right? Because people are willing and open to receive. And those aren't people that drive Teslas. Sorry. Or Audis. Sorry. Those are those. It's like fear and faith. They don't hold the same frequency. Authenticity and materialism. It ain't the same thing. I'm not seeing enough. I'm seeing a lot of people stepping in to their power and their abundance, and I'm not seeing a lot of them paying. I'm not seeing people pay it forward. I got like all freaking torqued off at freaking Adrian Elise. I still listen to her, but I unsubscribed. Because I did the math. It was a year ago. I didn't unsubscribe to her till like, I don't know, like a month and a half. It's probably 6. Anyway, don't matter. But I did one of her moon activations, her crowdcast moon activations, right? And it's $10, and she has a conversation pretty much like she has on YouTube. Only you pay $10, and it's in an a members paid membership required for inclusion environment, and there's a max of 300 people in the group, I guess. This was at that time. I don't know what it is now, but at that time it was that. And I was like, $10 a pop and 300, that's $3,000. And she does like 2 of those a month. That's $6,000. Not even what people are taking home from readings and stuff. And it's like, there's a house, and you see these people, these readers and stuff, and they love their Airbnb because they can just travel around and stay in this place for a couple months, and then they can go over here. And it's like, you people, those Airbnb fuckers, that's why people can't find reasonable places to live. We can't find reasonable places to live because, God forbid, you live someplace where there's a fucking mountain, and then people want to charge you $200 a night, to stay in their house. So you $1,000 come look at a fucking mountain, and then people around here can't freaking find places to live. But the funny thing of it is, the karma is coming around because I look at Zillow all the time. I'm always looking at real estate. It's just something I've always done. It's part of me tracking trends and things like that. And all the lists, I mean, it's hilarious. Look at this. They have a fancy old picture, right? Look at that, right? Right? It's like a mud shack, okay? There ain't nothing, I mean, woo! Shiny shit. Woo! Some stucco crap, right? Right? Okay? 2-bedroom. 2-bath. $925,000. Fuck you, lister and real estate agent that would even tell a human being that is even okay. But the thing of it is people ain't coming here. There's all the other places around the planet that people are moving around. They're trying to get to where they want to be, settle in. A lot of people, that's what they've been doing the last couple of years. They're already there. But people are still shifting and moving, getting that final place. And New Mexico ain't one of the places that people are freaking running to. So people are going to be able to continue to freaking pay their mortgages on empty houses. Because people don't want to buy your shit. So I'm real careful about who I follow and stuff like that. I just pay attention. And how the Cubs can't beat Kings guy, he triggers people by driving up in his freaking bullshit fucking ATV with his fucking name on it and stuff. That is all ego. That dude is surrounded by fucking homeless people. How many people has he helped put in a fucking house or had, sat down and been amongst the community? The seedy, dirty part of it. Dude, that guy is such a little bitch. I cannot stand him. And I bet he's a little short little fucker too. I bet he's just this little... He's a Tom Smith. I've known so many people. You live long enough and you pay attention. This person's just like this person's just like this person's just like this person, because people are pretty much the same. Everywhere you go, you have the Tom Smiths. He was this goth dude that it was like, I don't know, he was like, he hung out with, like, I was 15, 16. There's other, you know, we all were like that age, and he was supposedly 21. And he was a fucking poser. And it's like, you can have all the bells and whistles, and yeah, he's got his thing going on. He's got all that stuff, but the thing of it is life is about being full spectrum. So as much as people go up, mind the dip, man. I just don't understand how people keep claiming their impasse and stuff like that, and I'm just like, that human being is bullshit, ma. There's nothing real about, there's nothing authentic about him. You take away his internet connection, what the fuck is he? How many people, like, when he's standing around defending his, how many people's like, oh man, he really helped me out? No, you're paying for his service. Paying for a service. Money's not even real, but you know what? Teaching somebody something that gives them a little bit more security, that's all I want to do. I want to teach people everything. I was such an insecure little kid that I just made it my directive in life to go out and learn as much as I could so I could be self-reliant. So with whatever came up in life, I would be able to handle it. Unfortunately, I did a pretty good job, but when I was in the Air Force, I got detoured with these fucking 8 anthrax vaccines they gave me. It fried my endocrine system. So now, I'm one of those. I'm one of those. Another person with the fried endocrine system that just fucking talks shit. Yeah. Whose family is just disassociated them, and I'm just another one of those. There's so many of us. But, you know, those love and lighters, they can't see us, see, because we're full spectrum, because we've been in some dark, ugly, nasty places. And people that haven't fucking gotten a flat tire or stranded in the rain, or, you know, gone through any sort of, like, substantial freaking, you know, life experience, they're not going to fucking relate to people like us. Like me. They're not. They don't relate to people. They don't even know. I go and tell stories about my chiropractor because it's my physical history. I got raped when I was 10 months old. So yeah, that causes a pry walk on the side of my feet. It messed up my gait. My hip pops. I'm glad that's it for me. You know, but that never fucking got me out of PE. Do it anyway. Get over it. All the fucking stuff I've gotten over, that's why I look around and I'm like, what the fuck is their problem? Why can't they get over shit? They haven't even been through shit. People haven't been through shit. They haven't. People are killing themselves because they're 20, 22 years old. They break up with their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever fucking pronouns they're using. And they think that, oh my God, this is it for the rest of my life. Are you kidding me? Go out and fucking chop some wood. Go haul some water. Go mow a fucking elder's fucking lawn. Stop fucking thinking about your piddly ass problems and go help somebody else. That is the direction in which we are supposed to be going. I'm not seeing it. People are playing too much. You go look on my Twitter account, you'll see, and if you follow that freaking governor of this state, I'm the one that's saying female veteran, # female veteran, sick of this country's crap. Because I really am. People are fucking playing too much. And they're not doing the work. I was talking to Mr. Iskey, my father figure. And he's like, nobody wants to work. And I'm like, you know, that's how it is here. And I'm like, how can be? I would love to go to work. I would love to have a place to go to. That's why I'm trying to get us our little 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom place for me and Ma to share, and all of our critters, our forever home, where a place where I could have a garage, just so I have a place to go to and do things with my hands and create and invent. I got my critter beds, my pet furniture I want to make. I got so many ideas. I'm ready to put, and then there's coffee shops all over this town. I'll just donate I'll make one of my doggone it beds and give them to the place in the coffee shop with my email address on it. And if people want one, I'll have them all pre-wrapped, shrink-wrapped together. Here you go. And, just tell me the size and dimension of the dog bed that you already have. Pretty cool, huh, Ma? And then whatever the universe decides that it's going to say, here, Marge, here you go. For me and Mom, we'll keep 49% because my birthday's April 9th. 49%, right? I feel like that's fair. Keep for us to pay our bills and stuff like that. Things like that. Vet bills, stuff like that. And then, be nice, Lou. And then, 51%, I'll be able to help with people in the community that are freaking suffering. The people that you love in lighters, evidently your prayers aren't reaching because the cracks of society are getting wider. I'm not saying that they're not helping. I'm just saying that the cracks of society are getting wider. So, maybe people need to start putting their money where their prayers are. Yeah. And really starting to freaking be of service because, can't take it with you. I keep hearing that, and I keep seeing people, traveling around and, living the best versions of your life. And I'm like, that's fine, but you gotta keep freaking helping other people to get them to live the best versions of it's just not about us. It's not just about one person. It's not just about me. If it was just about me, my background would be a whole lot different right now if it was just about me. Yeah. It's not. I thought it was just about me for a while. Whenever I indulge in alcohol and I indulge in the spirits, I make it just about me. And then I look around everywhere I see, people make it just about them. The car they drive, the people they talk to, the clothes they wear, these brands and labels, and it just has never made sense to me. Just never. And there have been, I'm an Aries, of course. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to look good. There have been times, but I never you pray more than freaking. I think I went through a phase when I got out of a on and off long-term relationship, and I was trying to figure out who the heck I was, and I was getting jeans from the Buckle. I still got a couple pairs left, but I call them my D-bag jeans. When I was going through my D-bag era, that's how I know what a D-bag was. I've been a D-bag. I'm not just calling people names just to kind of be judgmental. Whenever I'm talking crap about anybody I see, that's the D-bag in me recognizing the D-bag in them. I totally see it. I'll write that on people's comments sometimes. I'll write that comment sometimes in people's YouTube talk. The YouTube talk. The D-bag in me recognizes the D-bag in you. Or I've said the pretentious narcissistic asshole in me recognizes it in them or whatever, I don't know. I've never said that. That last one, I don't know why I said that. Incidentally, which it does lead me to this train of thought of what I was thinking. All these people, I look around and I listen, and there all these people calling people narcissists. When they call people narcissist, I have that saying that goes in my head, and I say it when I talk crap too. I say it when I'm talking trash myself. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, it's a part of being accountable. It's a part about, when you grow up, if you're going to talk shit, you got to be accountable for what you're going to say. I never said that. Dude, I got over 1,800 videos now of me talking shit. And the thing of it is at least I'm being consistent in all of them. Because a lot of this stuff that I say, go back freaking 5 years. Just hit that click, the new or oldest first and, watch what the whole story unfold. Talk about faith. It's the only way that me and Mom and freaking all of our critters got to New Mexico from Salem, Oregon. So I walk. I talk the talk and I walk the walk. And I walk the talk and I talk the walk. And I dance. Anyway. What was I talking about? My train of thought just derailed while I got all excited. People, it's like, I look at money as energy, and I've always looked at, so whatever flows in, I gotta give it away. I do it all the time. If people have any problem, I have no attachment to this paper, and it makes other people so happy. Travelers, give them $100 and a bag with socks and goods and toiletries and stuff like that. You know what you did? You helped them believe that freaking people don't suck. Not all of them. If I can do that for one person every single day that I live, at the end of my life, that's a lot of days that I help one person think, man, not everybody sucks. And I'm looking for those people too. The real, true, authentic ones, not the ones that are fucking hanging out in Airbnbs, fucking all over the place, fucking. Not to say I wouldn't even use it either. That's the thing. Nah, I'm more of a hotel kind of a person. But what the fuck are they doing with cities? Who let these freaking these engineer freaking the architecture? It's like total nepotism, because these buildings, they all look the same. They're all glass, and they're all glass in these places where there's like high risk of earthquake and tsunami. But it'll look really pretty as the freaking shards of glass are falling. Fucking tarded. It's retarded. It's all but art. It's all nepotism. It's all money laundering. Are people figuring that out? Philanthropy. I'm gonna do a whole talk soon on how philanthropy is just all money laundering. It's all I want you to like me. Here's a couple $1 billion. Well, fucking, there's homeless people and people don't want to be home. That's something that freaking the sanctimonious and self-righteous fucking tell themselves so that they can sleep at night. That's what that is. Because they suck the wiener of the society that is sustained by help. Because that is just a whole group of people making freaking $240,000 a year, and you people don't do fucking shit. I hope you all get fired. Which leads me to thinking that all this talk of food shortages, are people making food shortages happen because they keep saying it? Are they gonna make it? It's just, whatever we need is at the store, but we're pretty basic kind of people, ma, huh? We always have right what we need. And I look around, people are just fucking gluttons. They're just pigs. They're just gluttons. And we were watching a show. We've been watching Monk, and there's a character played by it was played by the dude that played Adam on Northern Exposure, and he played a really fat guy. And then the fat guy was like in prison later, but it was a different actor. And I said, Ma, you see how that guy's a pig? Like, he's a fat pig. I said, I see people, I look at them, and they're fit. They're like a fit person. But their energy looks like that to me. That's who they really are. You know? It's trippy. And more people they're just listening to their intuition. That's all. It's always been there. It hasn't really changed much. Yeah, things are speeding up and light or data transfers through light, just like typing on your computer, electricity, you know. I was I was sun gazing I sun gazed for like 2 hours today. Just I don't look at the sun. I hope people aren't foolish. I know people are foolish. I look at the sun through the lenses of my eyes, and it dries out like the back. Like if you get sinus stuff, I do that and it dries out the back of your sinuses and stuff like that. So like when you have colds, also drink pineapple juice. It's a natural expectorant. It breaks up the mucus. Start getting a cold, just get a can of pineapples, sliced. I just drank the juice when I haven't had a cold. Mom, we've been like sick one time in like 20 years. You know? That's why I look around, I'm like, why are people sick all the time? Why? Because they don't take care of themselves. Well, I guess they're going to learn how. I mean, you can do all the fake stuff. You can do all the additives. You can do all the bullshit, all the cheater shit. We're going to start seeing more and more of that. All the freaking, inject this and this crap into your face and look like you're 40 years. You don't. You don't look young. You don't. You know how? Unless people start doing more plastic surgery on their hands, nothing you do to your fucking face is going to fix nothing. Because all you got to do is look at somebody's hands. It's a given, it's a tell. So, I don't know. It is for me, but I'm kind of a anomaly. Hey, Joe Bob, how you doing? What's going on? Hi, Elizabeth. I am pretty good. I'm pretty well. Yep, 3 years now. 3 years. They're all man. But that's the thing is, like, I have been I've been on the other side of the spectrum. You know? I've been on the side where, dude, there is no lack. There will never be lack. Some of these people on this planet, they will never know what it's like, but to go without. But it's not who you think it is. It's not who you think it is. Rabbit tobacco. Mullen rabbit tobacco is the best lung opener you're aware of. It's all but see, that's the thing is like, some of my favorite people that I've never met think like me and money doesn't matter. You know? Like my cookies that I make. Currency. I'm an IT professional. Currency. What do you need? You know? Let me help you with your technology. Yeah, mechanically. I mean, I'm a troubleshooting. It doesn't even matter what the item is. Whether I mean, I'm handy. And the thing of it is I'm not afraid to try something. Even if I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I didn't know what I was doing. I came home, there's a cat that had 4 and then turns out 5 babies on the porch, just out of her. She didn't know what she was doing. She's a year old. God, that is such a problem. It's another talk in itself. Anyway, so now it's this. Now it's her and 5 cats, and then she's acting like she wants to go outside, and I'm like, I'm not letting you go outside. I don't know if something's gonna happen to you. You don't come back, and no, you're not leaving, because the babies like go to sleep in the evening, and she's like, I need autonomy, and I'm like, I get you, man, I get you. So she comes out and sees her brother Tango and Gray Kitty and stuff, and and then she's still feral. They're feral. I mean, they're born outside under the trailer and stuff. I got away with critters. I got away with people, and I got away with critters. Tomorrow, I'm excited. I get to hang out with some people. With the, there's an email group. I call them the sign holders. That's my sign. Because I have my own sign, and then I saw these other people holding signs, and then there's an email list, the We the People group here, and there's one out of Santa Fe, but the people didn't like, the group, what the group talked about that was meeting, so they say you can't have your meetings here no more. Pretty much. So my sign says, when has the government ever said anything true? Anyway, so they're meeting at the park tomorrow at the pavilion, because they're not really having meetings every Sunday, because there's nothing really going on except the misappropriation of where you look. Everybody was holding for, in the mandates and stuff like that. That's over. But there's still, a group of like-minded people. So at the pavilion tomorrow, 11 a.m. or 11, potluck. And then little fellowship. But I don't know. I'm an oddball even. I'm a missing part. I'm a spare part too, like police. I just have more ambition, and I give a shit more about myself, because God, they've really let themselves go. They really, really have. Yeah, I really don't. I think about all of the stuff that I've lived through. Like, if I did a reel, oh my God. That's why I'm like, people just really got soft. Super, like, they can't cope. They can't handle anything. Everybody's all extra sensitive, and it's not going to get any better unless people start, detoxing and getting healthier, but that takes initiative, and how much are people willing to do that? I'm still exercising, lifting my weights. I'm not doing sit-ups yet, but I could probably do it real soon. But I'm working on, and I don't have an appetite. Yesterday I made a bowl of butternut squash. I got a hankering for butternut squash, so they had it pre-cut at the grocery store, so I just got one of those and with a little bit of unsalted butter. So we don't use salted butter. It's just, we're pretty basic, plain. We grew up poor. Every now and again I'll get a steak, but anyway. So, and then I just sprinkled a little frickin' brown sugar on top and called it, and Mom liked it too. Mom was grubbing on it too. So we've been eating more vegetables. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to get more lean, because I got back fat. And since, I carry my stress in my stomach, and since Dr. Jen, the chiropractor, fixed my guts, she fixed my guts. Ever since then, I've been able to do more to work out the muscles to get rid of the back fat. So I'm slimming down. I do all right. I ain't no heifer pumperdink. So, good things are happening. Communities are coming together. That's how I align with the community that I want to be in, is what are people doing with their excess. And so far, like I got to go over to my foot soakers the other day, the healer lady, and I took her. They have an old laptop, she and her husband, and it's just real inconsistent, and it dies and all this stuff, but he has pictures on it. So I got away with technology, and so I got to take the pictures off for him, and they gave me some eggs and stuff. Yeah, it's just like that's how I see the world. You know, we just need a forever home in a garage, in a place where me and Mom could have our garden, so we could trade more stuff. You know, between my cookies, you know, and frickin' gardening, and oh man, I got so much to offer. So I'm excited. For the first